So here's part two of the whole LED light thing. This took a little bit longer than I was hoping, but I think the end result looks pretty good. Of course, this is just, the hazard lights flashing. Next order of business is to take all of this apart on both sides and get these turn signals working. I was wiring up to the wrong thing before. But I also want to paint these little shields. I think I mentioned that in the last part. But I do want to paint these, make these look a little bit better. But basically, with this one, the only problem really I had with this one was the wire on the bus side was just barely sticking out. So I had to be really careful. I actually got my, what do you call it, the crimpers. And I already crimped the butt splice on that side. And then I took a pair of vice grips and I grabbed it and I just kind of left it hanging there so that way it'd hang out from the bus. And then I took the other side and for the light side, and I put it in. And basically same thing here as in the back, or really any LED light you retrofit on a bus. You have to sand down the paint. You have to sand it down to shiny metal, so that way it has a good ground. But yeah, this one's got a little bit of a crack in it, so I don't know, maybe one day I'll change it, but probably not. I'll probably just leave it. Honestly, it's fine. It works. That's the main thing I'm concerned about. But yeah, so this one really didn't take me too long. Whenever I tested it, I did go ahead and screw the housing, the entire housing, back onto the body of the bus, and I tested it and it worked immediately. This side, however, I couldn't get it to work for some reason. I'm guessing it needed to ground through the body of the bus, because I tried just setting the housing down here and grounding the light off of the housing itself, because this one had a lot longer of a wire for it. So I tried, it's actually grounded up here. I tried grounding it down here. I tried making sure that both screws here were screwed in, because I was just doing one to make sure it was secure, but I was thinking maybe it's not secure enough, it needs two. So I put the two screws in, still didn't work. I changed up I cut the power wire a couple times and re-spliced it, and still didn't work. And I looked at the wires and I didn't see anything wrong with the wires. And so eventually I was just like, yeah, oh well, I'll just, put it all back together and see if that fixes anything. So I did put it all back together and it started working. So I'm thinking it grounds off of this side, because I was just attaching it. If I did try attaching it to the body once, I just tried that side. So I'm thinking this side is the side that it actually grounds to somehow. Don't know exactly how it works, but I put it all back together and it started working. So I kind of got lucky there. But yeah, from me just testing it, especially this side, I've just been reaching in here and doing this. Oh, well, I can reach the turn signal stock from this side, but I can't reach it far enough to cancel it. I can reach it far enough to engage it, but not cancel it, which is weird. I thought it was the same, but maybe not. Like I said, tomorrow's order of business is to do the headlights. That'll be, in between my bus runs, because I got to work in the evening. I don't have to work this evening, but yeah, so basically with these, before, whenever I tried it, I was wiring this to the turn signal, and I did some research, and I'm pretty sure you have to wire it to the DRL, which does make sense, the daytime running light. So we'll pause and get all my crap off of here, and I'll show you what I mean. Before we open up the hood, talking about grounding the wires and everything, the reason why these only have one wire in the back, this is the one I got off of this side, I could tell because the wire's a lot shorter, but the reason why you don't have to worry about grounding these is because this little metal plate here, this is what grounds the bulb. So you put the screw through here and it mounts to the body. You can see these other ones are smaller, these other little holes are smaller, so these are meant for just putting the lens on, and the screws are a lot smaller too. But yeah, the screw goes through here, holds this plate down, and it basically grounds to the screw, which grounds to the body, if I understand it correctly. So I'm still new to this whole wiring thing. See where I use some WD-40 to try and loosen this up a little bit, but the redneck ingenuity way, if it moves and it's not supposed to, use duct tape. If it's not moving and it is supposed to, then you use WD-40. But my trunk's a mess right now. Don't mind that. Let's get this hood open and I'll show you kind of what I mean as far as this thing will be getting a bath before it goes to Columbus. So that's that meat I was talking about in one of the previous videos. Noah mentioned Columbus, so I'll go ahead and mention it too. I'm going. But I wasn't going to say anything, but somebody else with more subscribers has already said it. So yeah, so basically one of these lights is, or one of these wires is the turn signal, the other one's the DRL, and the black one's the ground. I don't remember exactly which one is which, but all I have to do is pull the screws off, and whichever one goes to this one is the DRL, because the DRLs, well, whichever one, well, if I remember correctly, it's whichever one goes to this one, but I still have the old turn signals in my storage unit, and the wires are the same color, so all I have to do is look at that one, see which one goes to the DRL, because I know on the old one, only this part lit up for the DRL. So I know with these LEDs, it's the entire thing lights up with the DRL, but I know for a fact that on the old one, this is the only one that lights up with the DRL. So I just have to find out which one that is. This bus already had a hole kind of back here. I think it just, something came up and chipped it, or they're trying to get at something and they accidentally cut it. But I made it just a tad bigger so that way I could put the wire through there. I've already got the wires for this side, because this is the side I tried working on before. So I've already got the wires for this side stored pretty much in this little cylinder here. And the wires for the other side are right here. Sucks to have to use yellow for both, but we'll get her figured out. This is basically just a plug for the headlight. But I already had a plug. That's basically just in case you didn't already have a plug inside to fit, and this is just a plug and play sort of deal. So that way, if you didn't have the plug in your car or whatever vehicle you're putting that headlight in, you could have a retrofit plugged, you know, make it work. But we got to get an oil change done on this, and of course that tire, got to get her clean inside and out. And I think she'll be pretty much ready to go. I'm going to take Tire Shine with me when I get up there and, you know, do all the tires, especially the back ones, which will be brand new. I may go ahead and top off windshield washer fluid. You know, just make sure everything looks good. Top off the coolant because it's a little low. Just a little low. You see a little bit of it in the sight glass there, but there's an oil filter. Looks like it has pretty good access from underneath, which is good. But if not, I guess I can reach up in here and get it. All I have to do is pull this panel off, which it's just already mostly off. But this does not have a washer on the other side of it or anything. Or it's got a clip is what it's got. But the clip is gone. There we go, kind of. But, yeah, this video has been long enough. The other video was not quite as long, but got that done. Basically, those turn signals are really the only kind of modifications I wanted to do before the show. So, we'll get a full view of the bus with the hood open here. You know, whenever I do get the oil change, I'm going to have some diesel techs help me. And while we're doing that, we might actually, I'm probably going to just go ahead and buy the tires and the rims and mount them and everything, because I have the ability to do so. Not here, but elsewhere, where these diesel techs are going to be that are helping me out. They've already agreed to help me do the tires too. They're good friends of mine and really appreciate them. If I need any help with anything with this bus or with the other one, I just ask them, and usually they're like, yeah, we'll help, or you know, what's going on, I can help you diagnose it or whatever. So I'm very fortunate to have those guys in my life, as well as the bus enthusiasts that I go to for help a lot over Messenger, mainly Texas Street Man, John, and, well, the same person. That sounds like I'm listing two different people. John, the Texas Street Man, and also Luke. I go to him a lot. Really appreciate you guys, too. You know, I wouldn't be able to do this if I didn't have the people who actually knew what they were doing to help me out, because this is a learning process. So I, you know, that's one reason I bought it, was to learn how to do a lot of this stuff. So, yeah, I've rambled on for long enough. I said I was going to stop the video like a minute and a half, 2 minutes ago. So, anyways, here's the bus again. Thanks for watching. Have a nice rest of your day. Look out for the content coming your way from the Columbus bus meet here in a couple weeks. As I'm filming this, I'm not sure when this is going up, but keep you tuned. There's going to be some pretty cool things there. Can't wait to show you guys. Thanks for watching.